minutes ago, State House spokesperson Manoah Esipisu gave an address on behalf of the president. Let's just listen to that.
Later than I anticipated before starting this briefing. I'll make a brief statement on State House reaction to the ruling in relation to the October 26 election. Yesterday, the Supreme Court spoke. It upheld the presidential election of October 26, as you are aware. The matter was decided justly and impartially, and we should respect the ruling of the court. It binds the president, his Jubilee ticket, and every single Kenyan. It binds us as Kenyans because we have bound ourselves to our constitution and to the rule of law. Indeed, for us to live together in harmony, we must have a set of rules to which we are all committed. If we remain a country governed by laws, if our people abide by them, and their leaders' actions are circumscribed by them, then we will live in peace, in a vibrant democracy, not in fear under any form of tyranny. Our region, and indeed the world, is littered with broken, dysfunctional countries that failed the test of democracy and fell into anarchy. We as Kenyans must jealously guard our nationhood and our hard-won peace and security. When dissent escalates and causes injury to innocent Kenyans, it becomes illegality. It also becomes a profound betrayal of the hopes of millions of Kenyans who look upon their leaders to ensure that they get a better life. The presidency condemns all perpetrators of such reckless dissent. The ruling of the Supreme Court yesterday is a vote for the constitutional path. It is a resounding triumph of the rule of law over tragedy of chaotic disorder. The Supreme Court has affirmed the path designed by the architects of our republic, a path governed by constitutional institutions and the rule of law, a path whose end is order, stability, and prosperity for our great nation. Faced with a choice between constitutional order and lawlessness, we have chosen the rule of law. And faced with a choice between meeting political differences by law or by force and street protest, we have chosen the constitutional order. That, in the president's view, is the only way forward. When he took the oath of office as president, President Kenyatta swore to protect the constitution that binds us all. As president, his actions were and are ordered by the rule of law. This is why he submitted himself to the authority of the Supreme Court after they nullified the victory he got in August. The president is particularly troubled by the violence and disorder we have seen in parts of the country in the last few months, and he deeply regrets that we have lost Kenyans to this violence. He mourns every life lost in the senseless riots, and no Kenyan should die because of their political leaning. The protection of property is also part of the president's constitutional obligation. And by property, he does not mean just the businesses, vehicles, buildings destroyed in political demonstration. He means also the property of poor traders, like the woman whose bananas were violently taken away from her after she was stabbed by rioting youth. And he will continue to work to protect people and their property. The President would like to assure all Kenyans, those who voted for him and those who did not, that he will be their president, the president of all Kenyans.